Have you ever stopped to think that beyond its aesthetic value, art holds deep emotions and powerful ideologies? Did you know that in ancient times, stone was seen as the perfect element to seal knowledge for millennia to come? What ancient wisdom hides behind the smiles of all the statues? Today, we're talking about the LAMASSU, the Assyrian guardian buried beneath the sands. The LAMASSU originates from Mesopotamian traditions, particularly among the Assyrians and Babylonians, though its roots trace back to Sumerian culture. The LAMASSU became one of the most iconic symbols of the Assyrian Empire around 900 to 1612 BCE. The LAMASSU is a mythical creature typically combining the body of a bull or a lion, eagle wings, and the human head of a king or deity. It was designed to convey strength, majesty, and divine protection. The wings gave it the power to move swiftly, as if it were a supernatural being that traveled between heaven and earth. These statues were often monumental in size and placed at the entrances of palaces and temples, especially at the gates of royal Assyrian palaces, serving as powerful symbolic guardians. Subscribe and become the guardian of my channel for the rest of the millenniums. It's free. The LAMASSU frequently appears in Assyrian sculptures and placed at gates or key entrances of buildings, especially palaces. The most famous examples are from the Palace of Sargon II in Khorzobat, modern-day Iraq, where massive LAMASSU statues, 4 to 5 meters tall, around 13 to 15 feet, stood guard. These statues weren't just imposing in size, their artistic detail was extraordinary. The lion or bull's body was adorned with intricate carvings, showcasing incredible craftsmanship, while the human head often portrayed a king or divine figure. Some LAMASSU statues were carved with 5 legs, making them appear still from the front and in motion from the side, symbolizing active protection. In Assyrian culture, the LAMASSU played a key psychological role. Believed to possess supernatural power, it represented divine protection. The animal body symbolized brute strength, while the human head represented wisdom, together forming an unstoppable force defending the kingdom and its people. The LAMASSU was not just decorative, it was spiritually and physically protective. It was meant to intimidate enemies and reassure citizens that the divine protection of the kings was ever present. It served as a reminder that the king was divinely linked, acting as a mortal extension of the gods. Psychologically, the LAMASSU represented an ideal of power, not just rooted in brute force, but in wisdom and divine insight. This reflects how ancient civilization linked human power to the divine, crafting royal images that transcended the earthly and reached toward the heavens. The LAMASSU became a figure that was more than human, a living symbol of the sacred connection between ruler and gods. How many of these statues are still to be discovered hidden under the ground? We don't know, but you can find all my art in just a click in my online store. Find the link in the video description and in the pinned comment below. The first significant LAMASSU discoveries came during the 19th century excavations of ancient Assyrian cities, particularly Nimrud, ancient Kalu, and Khorsabad, both located in modern northern Iraq. In 1845, British archaeologist Sir Austen Henry Layard began excavations at Nimrud, one of the Assyrian Empire's capitals during the reign of King Assur-nasirpal II, 1883 to 1859 BCE. He uncovered massive LAMASSU statues made of limestone, typically 3 to 4 meters tall, around 9 to 13 feet, depicting winged bulls with human heads, guarding palace entrances. Many of these statues were transported to the British Museum in London, where they remain among the most impressive pieces in the museum's ancient art collection. King Sargon II, 721 to 705 BCE, founded the city of Khorsabad, and in 1842, Layard excavated more LAMASSU statues at his palace, Dur Sarrukin. A total of 14 LAMASSU statues were found at the palace gates, some partially buried. Many fragments were later reconstructed. The monumental scale and fine details of these statues earned them high artistic and symbolic value. Today, LAMASSU statues from these sites are exhibited in the Louvre Museum, Paris, and the British Museum, among the most iconic examples of Assyrian sculpture. These discoveries were part of a broader wave of 19th century excavations in Mesopotamia, led by British, French, and other European archaeologists. The LAMASSU statues offer unique insight into Assyrian religion, politics, and art, revealing how ancient rulers used divine symbolism to legitimize power. These finds help cement Mesopotamia's place in world history as one of the most influential civilizations. The discovery of the LAMASSU also sparked a wave of public fascination in Europe with the ancient Near East and biblical archaeology, leading to many Mesopotamian collections being formed in major museums worldwide. The LAMASSU remains a fascinating figure, still present in today's imagination. In modern contexts, it's often seen as a symbol of protection and timeless power. It can be compared to modern images of authority, business leaders, political figures, or cultural icons who try to project strength and wisdom. In fact, the worship of power and modern-day narcissism can find echoes in the LAMASSU. Ancient societies viewed their rulers as semi-divine, and today's leaders often cultivate similarly large-than-life images. This connection between power, protection, and appearance is reflected in how authority is projected even today. In summary, the LAMASSU was more than just a mythological figure. It was a symbol of the sacred bond between the gods, the monarchs, and the people, embodying divine protection and imperial strength. Its image is a powerful reminder of how ancient civilizations used art to reinforce authority and spiritual power, a tradition that still resonates in the modern world.